So, when I've heard them for the first time, I had to double check the price I've paid on French Amazon. Then I've listened to them for a while longer and checked the price again. Why? Because they are good. So, these are Hidizs MS2 Pro. I haven't had the original MS, but I've seen that they got some really solid reviews on Reddit and Hi, and these are supposed to be even better. So, what do you get for the 68 euros I've paid for them on French Amazon? You get two sets of tips, the black ones and the white or transparent ones. Yeah. Then you are getting fox leather carrying pouch. That's actually quite nice, and we've seen that with other Hidizs headphones. And you get 3 sets of nozzles and nice braided cable with 4.4mm connector. There is also a 3.5mm version that's single-ended, but what's the point in 2025 when you can easily get the balanced dongle for them. So these are nozzles. Nozzles are coming in 3 types actually, because you should count also the ones on the headphones. I'm using currently the red ones, and we also have here the black ones and the white ones. The black ones have this black silicone gasket, and the white ones have something like that. Yeah, so we'll talk about the nozzles in a moment. By the way, these guys are hybrids, meaning that they have dynamic driver and balanced armature. One 10.2mm dynamic driver and one balanced armature per side. So let's take a look at some specifications. According to the manufacturer, and that's actually everything is on the box here. Yeah, but according to the manufacturer, the frequency response is anything between 20 Hz and staggering 40 kHz. Yes, they actually specify on the box that the upper limit is 40 kHz. Sensitivity is quite high at 111 decibels, and they have 17 ohm impedance. Balanced armature inside is described as customized by Hidizs, and dynamic driver is described as dual magnetic and dual house polymer composite, and that's according to the box again. Web portal gives some more information, and web portal states that the diaphragm of the dynamic driver is nano-coated with DLC. That would give the diaphragm very good rigidity, and at the same time it would be very lightweight. Okay, let's talk about the build and comfort. These are full metal zinc alloy shells. They look really nice, they are very shiny, and they have that fox leather plate. Plate? I don't know if that's actually a right word for that, because this is just a sticker to make them look nice. You have three color versions: the orange ones, the blue ones, and the black ones. I went for the blue because one, it's not black, and the second one, it looks better than orange, and it also nicely matches with the mirror-like finish here, at least in my opinion. They are maybe not exactly big, but they are quite thick, as you can see here. But they fit my ears nicely. But then again, I have big ears, and almost anything fits my ears nicely. The cable that you're getting with the headphones is OFC, oxygen-free copper cable. That's quite flexible, so there's no microphonic effect. It's braided. And as I've said, I went for the 4.4mm version, but you can also get 3.5 single-ended one. Yes. Okay, so what else do I have in my notes? The important thing, and that's common to all full metal built headphones, at least in my case, is that they tend to get warm quite quickly. and quite warm, meaning that my body temperature. And this causes that you basically forget that you're wearing them. They have exactly the same temperature as your ears. They are quite nice fitting my ears. So I know it's something like 2 or 5 minutes, and I completely forget that I'm wearing anything in my ears. So that's the very high price in my book. Now, he states that these are following Target Harman 2019 curve, and they also applied some local in-house tuning on top of that. Yeah, but let's talk about the nozzles before I will talk about the sound qualities. You're getting 3 sets of nozzles. I went with the red ones. You are replacing them by unscrewing them from the end of the nozzle here. Yeah, and you can see balanced armature driver inside. And that's the nozzle. Yes, they do change the sound in a significant way, I find the red ones to be balanced. They are just right to my ears, to my liking. The black ones are supposed to be the bass nozzles, and they are, but at the same time, in my opinion, to my ears, they are losing too much of a treble. The bass is nice, the bass is very, how should I call that? Maybe not exactly earth-shaking, but it does have a very good rumble with black nozzles. But yet they are masking somewhat the treble. And the white ones are supposed to be emphasizing the treble. Interestingly, the bass is on par with the bass with the red nozzles that I'm using. The white nozzles are also giving you impression of having more detail, because the treble is actually slightly boosted, but as long as I usually love some additional treble, as long as it's smooth and not fatiguing, I went for the red ones, because the white ones could be shouty sometimes, at least to my ears. So I went for the red ones because the red ones are giving me the best balance of the both worlds, meaning good quality bass with right amount of bass and good quality treble that's not fatiguing, and at the same time it's quite detailed. But let's talk about some details, as usually starting with the bass. The bass has great rumble and extension. It's quite fast and has good texture. I think it's the best bass I've heard in this price range. It's not muddy, it's not slow, but at the same time, it's not dry. There is just right amount of mid bass that doesn't bleed into the mid range. That's good. But gives that nice touch of warmth. That's a signature dynamic driver sound. This is one of the reasons that I love dynamic drivers, and I love hybrids that are using dynamic drivers. This is the best bass. They usually have the best bass that I really like, because it's organic. Yeah, but that's the same thing for full-sized cans and IAMs. Dynamic drivers have that quality to them. Now, moving on to the mid-range. The mid-range is very neutral. It's not too warm and it's not too dry. Again, it's not analytical at all. Vocals sound natural, but the best thing here is that anything with acoustic guitars will sound really sweet. The strings will have that very rare sweet quality to them that I really like every time I hear it. I usually hear something like that with tube amplifiers. So I was very surprised to hear something like that with small guys like these IAMs. I don't know how to explain that exactly, but I hope that you know what I mean. With some of the equipment, the strings, especially the guitars, the acoustic guitars, will sound sweet. And then again, for some of you that may be a little bit way off from neutral, but I like that kind of sound. Okay, I think but I may be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure my ears tell me that the mid-range is also served by the dynamic driver. Why? Because of the sound qualities that I've described here. That would leave the balanced armature to take care about the treble. And the treble as bass has very good extension. It's airy and quite smooth. Remember that we are talking about 40 kHz at the top. I would say that the treble is on the darker side. Everything is clear, there is space, transparency, but I wouldn't call them full of light. This also makes them a very pleasant listen that's not fatiguing in long sessions. But make no mistake, dark doesn't mean there is any kind of veil or that the treble is muted. All in all, that's a very good, very smooth treble that you can listen to for hours. And let's talk about some technicalities, starting with the detail. The detail is good or even very good considering MS2 Pro price. They are sensitive, but they will benefit from any good USB dongle amplifier, and you get better, and they get better when it comes to detail with better sources. So if you want to squeeze every nuance, every small thing, get balance cable and get something like Tanchjim Luna or Hidizs own AP80 Pro X for them. Because they will sound better. They scale nicely with better gear. I was listening to them with all my DABs. I'm currently using 3 reference price level digital to analog, portable players. The first one is Hidizs AP80 X Pro, because for the price it's just killer. The second one is something like mid-range Hiby R4. And the last one, the reference one, is Fiio M15S. That's based on Sabre 1958, and that's basically built like a tank. And I would call it portable only because I can take it in my hands and move it, but it's not something that I would take for a walk. Now, getting back to the subject, soundstage and imaging. The soundstage here is oval. It's wider than deeper. It's not super big, but most importantly, it doesn't feel or sound cramped, packed tightly inside of your head. The center image is very solid, and that will draw your attention to the vocals. The sounds on the left and right, the sounds on the sides are quite wide, but the depth information, and there is depth information, isn't as spacious, isn't as wide, isn't as deep as the width is wide, if it makes any sense. Now, getting to the summary. MS2 Pro are excellent choice, especially if you can get them on some kind of sale. I checked the Amazon price again before recording this review today, and it went up to 19 euro. As I've said at the beginning, I've paid for them something like 68. So if you can, get them directly from Hidizs, because on their webpage they're available for something like $79. That's quite a big difference. They already have 92 positive reviews there, and I think they are worthy successor to a regular, older Hidizs MS. The price is good, the build is excellent, the sound quality is also very good, and I really enjoyed the time that we've spent together when I was listening and taking my notes. On the side note, it's excellent to see that IAMs like that are lowering the entry barrier to the good sound quality for everyone. This benefits us all, as every year, for the same price, for the same money, we are getting better and better sound. So, I hope you liked this small review. I tried to point to all the things that I would expect when I'm looking for a review for myself, because I do that now and then. So I hope this little video helps you guys in some way. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more and have a great day. Thank you guys. Bye.